Yeah, think if no, not Thistle Ridge 01, that's my old one. Oh, no, that's it. That's right one. That's the right one. Yeah, that's the right one. Looks like there's one person watching, and it was really easy to get going once I figured out how to do everything. So if you're there, how do I do this? This had nothing to do with that open broadcasting thing. This was just the um, simply the going to Google Hangouts, I guess is what it is. And I'm just trying to figure out, oh, goody, there's a chat. If there's a chat here, I'd love to hear from you. So here we go. Awesome. Okay, so this is supposed to start at 3 o'clock and go for an hour, but okay. It looks like it's working. Thank you so much. Okay, so I tried to get my son to help me out, and he told me to follow directions. So thank you so much. And I want to show you a few things. I'm going to be talking about equitation and horses. Other than that, I think I can do a screen share, which would be kind of neat. Cameraman, control room, chat, screen share. So, I mean, let me just see if I can get one of these videos here, which would be really, really good for you to see. I've got some very good equitation things that I would like to show you about. And I'll show you one of my favorite ones. Just equitation. I'm just going through my stuff here. Equitation. Oh, well, let's try this one. I am very new at this, so we're just going to go like this. And I'm just gonna do this and do this. I'm going to screen share. Share, and I'm gonna go here. Now I'd like to know. So here's we have this writer. She sent in a picture of herself, and one thing I really liked about it was that she was looking up, looking straight, looking forward, and we would like to very much encourage you to do that. One thing you can't really see what her leg is doing, but what you can see is that her knee is pinched somewhat, and that she is her lower leg is swung back, and her upper body is forward, and that's not too good. So the main thing to think about when you're riding is to have a straight line, ear, shoulder, hip, heel, and that your riding maintains a balanced position. So you can see here that the rider is leaning right on the horse's neck, which is she's in a safe position. But if that horse was going over a jump, it'd be tougher for the horse to lift up its front end when she's leaning down on the neck. Keeping in mind that we would like, I don't know if you could see this or not, we'd like for a straight line, shoulder, knee, toe, shoulder, knee, toe. And you can see how much she's really tipped forward there. We don't really like that too much. And you want to make sure that your upper body stays straight, stays good and correct, and that you are always looking forward. You can see here too that she's got her elbows kind of out somewhere. And it sounds like I'm being really negative, but you have to stay in balance. And these lines here are what we just talked about, straight line, shoulder, knee, toe. That's the green line. But when you look at her straight line, shoulder, knee, toe, you can see that it is very much tipped forward. And where they match is at the knee, and that's because she's pinching with her knee. And she should be having the weight coming past her knee. This line here is the red line of the angles in her body. And you can see here, it just kind of accentuates where her body position is. And really, what we'd like for that to do is her seat to come closer to the saddle and her shoulders come over top of her hips more, so she's more in balance with the horse. This where she is right now, she's ahead of the horse, and if something were to happen, if the horse were to trip, fall, or otherwise not get to the other side of the fence, it might not be that great. So this is one way we could do that. So here's a picture on the left of somebody with a straight line shoulder, knee, toe. You can see her seat is over top of the middle of the saddle and eyes up looking forward. So that's a really nice position and in balance with the horse. And if you look at the angles, it just kind of accentuated them with the closing of the hip angle. You can see the angle that's made from the shoulder to the hip to the knee is a lot more closed on the left hand rider than it is on the right hand rider. So you want to make sure that you keep these angles closed so that you can absorb the shock and stay with the horse. So that green line is where we'd like for this rider to be, kind of to close their knee angle, close their hip angle, keep everything together. Okay, so stop the screen share, and here I am again. Excellent. So it looks like I got one viewer, and I think that's me. Looks like it's me anyway. So that's one of the main things that we want to make sure is that you stay in balance with the horse. And the a lot of things happening in the hunter jumper world, you see a lot of people really laying down on the horses' necks, and that this has really become something that instructors and coaches and trainers and judges are seeing a lot of. And granted, you do stay with the horse and don't interfere with the horse if you're laying down on the horse's neck, but it's really not good equitation. You should be staying in balance with the horse and over top of your leg. Let's see what else we have. I'm just playing around here, and I'm going to stop the broadcast and try it again. See if it works again twice in a row. Alrighty.